Hey my beautiful Scorpio peeps, what's going on everybody? It's Ann from CancerMoonsTarot and I'm coming at you with your January 2023 tarot reading. I want to wish you all a happy new year. Hope you're excited here for the brand new year of 2023. And without a further ado, let's hop on into your monthly reading and let's see what we got going on. What do we got showing up here for the zodiac sign of Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus throughout January 2023? What information is going to be in store here, please, for the lovely Scorpios? Bear with me, guys, with these cards. I did get a new tarot deck here. It is kind of clunky, so it's going to take a little bit of time here to break in and get super comfy with it. So if the shuffling ain't perfect, don't mind it. It's going to take some time. Regardless of Scorps, how are you? I hope you're doing great. And let's see what we got going on here for January 2023. So what information is going to be showing up here, please, for the zodiac sign of Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus throughout January 2023? What information's coming up here, please, for the zodiac sign of Scorpio? Starting out here with the overall energy of your reading, we do begin here with the Emperor. So Emperor energy showing up here for you. You could be dealing with an Aries possibly, or have Aries somewhere in your chart. Now, Emperor card coming into play here for the Scorps. I definitely feel like this is a time where you're trying to take back or regain more control in a personal situation. Now, this could be referencing your career. It could be referencing relationships. It could be referencing your own self. But I think that there is a moment in time where you feel like you've lost control or you've lost your ability to be in your power. And I think that you're here to reclaim your power. You're here to get that back moving into the month of January. Having a look here into your current situation, Five of Wands. Next card up is going to be the Seven of Cups. And lastly, here is going to be the Strength card. I heard right off the bat with the Five of Wands that you kind of feel like you've lost your ability to speak. And when I say lost your ability to speak, of course, that's not necessarily physically talking, but you've lost your ability here to speak without, it's almost like you can't talk without somebody else getting angered. You can't speak your truth without somebody else being triggered. You can't say what needs to be said. You can't get things off your chest. You can't vent. You can't speak or live in your truth. And I think that it's caused a lot of commotion here. Five of Wands here, Seven of Cups here. I never felt commotion before with the Seven of Cups, but that's kind of what I feel here for you. It's caused a lot of commotion between you and somebody else because when you do try to speak up for yourself, somebody here just isn't listening. Somebody here is on instant defense mode. Somebody here has a million different excuses here with the Seven of Cups as to why whatever you feel, you shouldn't be feeling it, or whatever you're expressing, you shouldn't be expressing it. It's almost like somebody here has been kicking you down for trying to be open. And I feel like with the Strength card here, you've tried to be as proactive about the situation as you can. You've tried to be as calm as you could. You have tried to be as temper-free as you potentially can. And I think that it's gotten to the point where it's like, I am sick and tired of feeling like I'm not in my power, of feeling as if I cannot speak my truth, and of feeling like every time I have to say something, it needs to turn into an argument. So whatever kind of energy you're connecting with here, somebody's very combative to hearing you out and hearing what you have to say. And this could be anybody. It definitely could be within the realm of family, could be parental situation happening here. This could be stuff with parents. This could be the energy of somebody who kind of exhibits a little bit of narcissistic behaviors where they kind of only care about themselves and their own problems and their own feelings, and they always have to be right kind of energy. So it definitely could not, or it definitely could be, right? It's not far off. It could be a parent thing, a family thing, romance and love for sure. It could be anything. It could even be within the workplace, but it's really difficult to, speak your truth is how it's been feeling, for sure. All right, let's go ahead and move along here and get a little bit of clarifiers. Tell me about the Five of Wands for Scorpio. Why is the Five of Wands showing up here in their current situation throughout January 2023? And what do we got? We actually got here two cards. We got here the Page of Cups, and we have here the King of Wands. So Page of Cups is kind of like what you've been trying to offer. You've been trying to offer your emotions. You're trying to be open about what you're feeling emotionally here. But King of Wands, your person only looks in one direction, is what it's saying. So I almost kind of feel like what that means, your person only looks in one direction, is they only look at what they're focusing on, how they feel. The wands here represents the passion. It represents this person's focus, this person's interest, right? So it's almost like somebody here is not showing interest to you, Scorpio. It's like, I'm not interested in what you have to say. I'm not interested in your emotions. I'm not interested in your conversation. It's just me, 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 okay? It's like a fucking symphony, like me, 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 okay? I definitely feel like you're dealing with a person who's super duper focused on them. And I don't know necessarily, once again, what this person is to you or what significance they are to you. It could be literally anybody. But I definitely feel like for the amount of patience you've had, Scorpio, they have to be of quite a significance to you for sure, because you have had a lot of patience here, I feel, in this situation. All right, so clarifying that over there with the Five of Wands, somebody is all about me, okay? And they're not really opening or giving you much of a chance. All right, moving along here forward, let's go ahead and take a look here and see what's potentially coming in here for you regarding January 2023. So what's potentially coming on in here for the Scorps, please? Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus throughout January 2023. What's potentially coming in here, please, for the zodiac sign of Scorpio? First card out is going to be a Nine of Cups. Moving along here into the next two cards, what do we have? We have here the Empress, and we also have here the Queen of Swords. All right. So with these energies coming in here, Nine of Cups here, Empress card here, Queen of Swords. Looking at what's potentially coming in here for you, Scorpio, it's not bad. Nine of Cups here is the card of like, okay, I get it. I've been patient, but I've had enough. And I need to do something right now that's going to be fulfilling to me, that's going to be positive to me, and that's going to put me in high spirits. I think this situation has been incredibly draining for you, with somebody just not willing to be open to you and understanding to you. And I think that you're going to get to that breaking point where it's like, you know what? F it, right? I'm going to kind of just go have fun. Like, I don't need this right now. I don't need the stress. I don't need to worry about you, because you know what? Other people can listen to me, can be there for me, can open up to me and let me open up to them. And if you're going to remain closed off, you know, I'm taking business elsewhere. So Nine of Cups is kind of that vibe where you're doing your own thing. You know, maybe you're going to go talk to someone else, go hang out with someone else, go surround yourself with somebody else's energy and just enjoy yourself, because that's the most important part. I can't do the stress anymore, so I'm going to kind of just do me and enjoy myself. Next card, Empress. You're getting tired of this situation, which means that you're starting to get to the point where you're outgrowing it and your patience is wearing very thin. So considering that your patience is getting thinner and thinner as time passes on, and you don't really feel like this situation is doing much for you anymore, Queen of Swords with the last card here, you know, you move to that energy where it's like, okay, I'm detaching myself. I'm over with this. I'm done with this. I want to keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. Excuse me one moment, Scorpio. Thank you very much. So yeah, you know, you're going to get to that point where it's like, hey, I tried to be as patient as I could. And I think that the amount of patience you've shown to this person or this situation has been quite a lot. I feel like it's a lot more than even I would have in this kind of situation. And, you know, what you can expect coming in here for you throughout the month of January is just fuck it. You know, I tried, I did what I could, I did everything I needed to do, and you know what, it still didn't work, so I'm just going to do me. I'm going to have fun. I'm going to crack a smile. I'm going to laugh. I'm going to go do something that's entertaining, because this shit just ain't entertaining at all. It's really not. It's frustrating. It's stressful. There's constant commotion. It's constant BS. I constantly have to feel like I'm not validated, and I don't need this in my life. Empress card here, Queen of Swords. I'm outgrowing the situation. You're starting to care less about the situation overall. And most importantly, too, it's like you're kind of starting to care less about needing to feel validated by this person or wanting to even feel validated by this person. And that leads you to the place of total detachment. So I definitely feel like what's going to be coming in here for you is that vibration of this isn't worth it. And I'm ready to go ahead and just do my own thing, you know? And I'm ready to be happy and I'm ready to let go of all the stress because it's just not worth my time. You know, speaking of doing your own thing, Six of Swords over here, that's the card of going in like a brand new direction and keeping it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So speaking of moving forward here, let's go ahead and take a look here and see what you can expect now throughout the rest of your January 2023. I got a bunch of cards coming out. You know what? I'll take it. I'll take all the flippers that came out here. Usually I don't do that, but let's take a look and see how they line up here for you. So what you can expect throughout the rest of January, Seven of Wands here, Two of Swords here, Four of Pentacles, followed up here with the Devil and the King of Pentacles. So let's have a look at this, shall we? What you can expect throughout the rest of your January, Seven of Wands, Two of Swords. Seven of Wands immediately is the card of blocking this out. So not only are you detaching, but you're not giving this situation or this person an entranceway back into your life. You feel like you've lost a lot of time. You feel like you have missed out on a lot of things and you have been pulled out of a lot of things that could have been really healthy or really good for you. Four of Pentacles is like I was so caught up and stuck on the Devil that it basically shielded me from all the other positive things I had going for me or all the other good things that were potentially manifesting and happening in your life at the time. So I think that Two of Swords here, Seven of Wands here, you're making that final decision. to make sure that you close the cycle and you never look back, you know? For the majority of you here, it very well likely is probably going to be romance and love and romance that you're dealing with in this situation. This is probably a person you were dealing with in love. But for others of you, this could be, you know, closing out a cycle with your parents, closing out a cycle with a family member. And that's tough, for sure. But at the end of the day, even if blood might be thicker than water, when you're not being respected, when you're not being loved, when you're not being treated how family should treat you, what gives them the right to think that they're worthy of you staying in their life? Right? So even for those of you that are dealing with this situation, unfortunately, in family matters, you have every right to close it out. You have every right to walk away and never look back. Point blank, period. Because how you're being treated, it doesn't matter who it is. You always deserve to be treated with the utmost respect and love. So Scorpios, you're making that final decision here to really cut out the cycle. I feel like so much time was wasted here. Devil card, 4 of Pentacles. I missed out on a lot of good things because this was consuming my life. And now, King of Pentacles, I'm good. For like once in the longest time, because, you know, for the longest time you kind of felt really trapped, right? But now it's been a while, Scorpio, King of Pentacles. I feel good. You know, I feel good without this situation, without this person. I feel happy. I feel content, but most importantly, I'm getting the vibration of like, I feel at peace. 5 of Wands is that's that card of not being at peace. You know, 5 of Wands is that card of dealing with constant commotion, like I previously mentioned, dealing with a constant battle. And when somebody has their peace disrupted for so long, that can wear a person down, Scorpio. And it's worn you down for a long time. I think you had yourself hold out for a while. You did everything you could to stay strong. You did everything you could to try to change this situation with this person, but they made you feel like you lost your power to be who you are. And that's a really rough thing to go through when you feel like you can't even express yourself to somebody who's supposed to love you and respect you and accept you. And when you feel like you couldn't and you became so repressed, you know, you tried to fight through it. You tried to stick up for yourself, but I think you learned in time, you can't change somebody who doesn't want to see things differently. You can't change somebody who doesn't want to be changed, just as you can't help somebody who doesn't want to be helped. And it's that realization that this person is going to show up as they are, and you can't change how they show up in your reality and how they behave and who they are, just like they can't change you for who you are. And I think that it's important to really remember that people will always show up as they are, and if they want to change, it's going to have to be on their terms. And once you really start to realize this, jumping into January 2023, it's like it makes no sense for me anymore to try to get this person to understand me, to love me, to validate me, to appreciate me, to see where I'm coming from. It doesn't make sense to keep immersing myself in stressful situations with them and constantly dealing with their combative attitude and constantly battling it out and fighting with them when the point's never going to get across. It's like talking to a brick wall because they choose to be a brick wall. They don't choose to be open. And that's where you're at. And I think that that shows a very big sign of growth here, Scorps, with the Empress card showing up here for sure. Because I think that there was a long time where you really thought, you know, one day they'll change, one day they'll care, one day they'll open, one day they'll see. And you started to realize they always had the opportunity to do so. But you now start to realize too, it's like there's nothing you can do that'll make it change. It's all about them and if they're willing to do it for themselves. So it's a hard pill to swallow. It's a tough pill to swallow. I remember swallowing that pill a long time ago when I really wanted somebody to see me for who I was. I wanted them to understand me and I wanted them to show up. And they never did. And they never changed because they didn't want to. And it took me a while to realize that. But as soon as I cut it off, Knight of Swords, everything in my life changed. I became that King of Pentacles that you're becoming, Scorpio. I became that person who's chill. I became that person who's chillaxing, who's good, who is in a very peaceful place anymore, you know, not dealing with really tough and overwhelming emotions. The Moon card. All right, those Scorps. Let's go ahead and jump to the outcome for you guys. I'm sorry for those of you dealing with a situation like this, though, because I know it's not easy, you know? What's going to be the overall outcome here, please, for the zodiac sign of Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus throughout January 2023? And what do we have? I love that for you. That's actually awesome. Give me 1 second, guys. Ugh, my card fell. Hold on 1 second, y'all. It's all the way on the floor now. Give me 2 seconds. It's the Ten of Pentacles, by the way. Just so that you guys, I know I didn't show the card previously, but it's the Ten of Pentacles for everybody. So With that all being said, 10 of Pentacles coming out here for the outcome. That's good. I actually really do like that for you, Scorpio. And the reasoning behind why I like that a lot too is because not only is the 10 of Pentacles the card of like kind of having it all, it's like you have nothing more than you have everything to gain. That's the way that I want to phrase it. 10 of Pentacles here says now that you're out of this situation with this person, you have everything to gain going forward in your life because there's literally nothing holding you back. Point blank, period. This individual can't hold you back. The stress they provided can't hold you back. The suppression you felt in your life no longer can hold you back. So now with the 10 of Pentacles coming into play here for the outcome, you know, this literally means you have everything to gain from this situation going forward. And like I mentioned previously, 10 of Pentacles, that is the card of literally having it all. Having good relationships, having a great financial situation. And I feel like the 10 of Pentacles is not necessarily saying you're going to have it all just yet in the month of January, but it's saying now you have the opportunity to have it all because there's nothing in the way that can stop you or prevent you from being able to have this moment or being able to have this 10 of Pentacles. So opportunities are flourishing. It's a time to see massive change in your life, getting rid of this situation and this person. And it's a time to really start to see your life flourish as you nurture your life in the direction you want it to go in. You're going to definitely be in a much more peaceful place jumping into January 2023, but now you have the opportunity to make it even better than just simply peaceful. You have the opportunity here to build an empire, Scorpio, that's going to be really wonderful for you. And most importantly, you're basically reclaiming and tapping right back on into your power, which you felt was being sucked out of you when you were dealing with this person originally. So stepping back into your power here, finding peace, no longer being disturbed, getting rid of someone here and walking away from someone here who took up too much of your time and just didn't show you the things that you needed in life. But now you're showing yourself the things you need. You're giving your own self the validation that you deserve. You're giving your own self the love that you deserve. And most importantly, you found peace as you removed yourself from a very stressful situation that you didn't deserve to be a part of in the first place. All right? All right, Scorpio. It was definitely a bit of an emotional reading for sure. It was very intense. I had to ground myself a couple times because I could feel the energy coming off you guys. And I get it. It wasn't fun to be dealing with something like this. And like I mentioned earlier, like I definitely really am sorry for Scorpios that had to deal with a situation like this. It's not fun, no matter who this is, right? Because it's like a person that's of significance in your life that you had so much patience for. They should show that they care. They shouldn't be fighting you. They should be loving you. They should be embracing you. And it's hard, but I think you made the right choice. And I think that no matter how much you wish you can change, they never will until they do. And that kind of just is what it is. And the more you accept that, the more you're going to become okay. And in time, things are going to get better for you as this situation kind of eases up. So don't you worry. Just keep on breathing. Keep on doing what you need to do. Keep on keeping it popping, pushing, and moving forward. And things will heal with time. Okay? All right, Scorpio. I love you guys a lot. Thank you for being here. If it does resonate, of course, let me know down in the comments down below. Have a great and amazing January 2023. I'm really wishing you all a happy new year. I hope your new year is going to be fantastic. Of course, if you're a Scorpio and you're new here, definitely feel free to subscribe if you're interested. I'd be more than happy to welcome you here into the Soul family. But with that being said, Scorpio, have a lovely January, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Much love, and have yourselves a good one. Peace.